Top Garden Trends 2025: Relaxing, Vibrant, and Unique Landscape Ideas. Ladies and gentlemen, design enthusiasts and nature lovers, welcome to an exploration of 2025 garden trends. We are stepping into the world of tranquil, colorful, and uniquely designed landscapes, spaces that go far beyond traditional gardening and enter the realm of architectural artistry, environmental mindfulness, and lifestyle innovation. When we talk about garden and landscape design in 2025, we are not simply talking about flower beds, patios, or neatly trimmed lawns. We are talking about an evolution in how outdoor environments are imagined, shaped, and lived in. Gardens are now being designed as extensions of the home, as therapeutic retreats, and as sustainable ecosystems that enrich both personal life and the planet. The history of garden design shows us how far we have come. In the past, gardens were cultivated for two purposes: utility and beauty. Ancient civilizations grew them for food, medicine, and prestige. The Renaissance celebrated symmetry and grandeur, while the 20th century popularized suburban lawns as symbols of status. Urban life then introduced container gardens, balconies, and vertical greenery. But in 2025, the garden is no longer a side feature. It is an essential element of architectural planning. Homes are conceived together with gardens, and the line between indoor and outdoor living continues to blur. Several forces are shaping this transformation. The first is the search for tranquility. In a world that is increasingly noisy, fast, and digital, people crave sanctuaries where they can pause and restore themselves. Gardens are evolving into healing environments with features like calming water flows, shaded spaces, soft natural lighting, and soothing plant palettes. The second force is the rise of bold color and expression. Alongside serenity, there is also celebration. Vibrant floral designs, playful outdoor art, colorful tiles, and creative furniture add energy and personality. The third force is sustainability. Climate awareness has redefined garden design through water-saving systems, native plantings, pollinator-friendly spaces, and resilient materials. Finally, technology is joining hands with nature. Smart irrigation, solar-powered features, and even AI-guided plant care make outdoor environments more efficient and adaptive. Tranquil gardens in 2025 are designed like retreats. Water is a central element, whether in koi ponds, reflective pools, or trickling fountains. Minimalist layouts offer clarity and order, inspired by Zen philosophy. Lighting is subtle, guiding the eye gently rather than overwhelming the senses. Natural materials such as stone, bamboo, wood, and clay tie the garden back to timeless simplicity. These choices reflect the global wellness movement, where relaxation is no longer confined to spas or meditation apps, it is embedded in daily living. But tranquility is not the only voice of modern gardens. Another speaks loudly in color. Bold blooms in magenta, saffron, violet, and fiery orange turn gardens into expressions of joy. Hardscaping follows suit with mosaics, painted pergolas, and vivid planters that transform structure into art. Even foliage becomes a design element, with variegated leaves and ornamental grasses, creating visual drama. Seasonal planning ensures that vibrancy is present year-round, so that each season introduces a new layer of color and character. This approach transforms gardens into living canvases, spaces where creativity and individuality take root. Unique features are also emerging. Outdoor living rooms with sofas, rugs, and fireplaces create seamless continuity between home interiors and the open air. Art installations are appearing in private spaces, turning gardens into personal galleries. In smaller urban residences, vertical plant walls and compact balcony gardens bring greenery to the heart of dense cities. Designers are also embracing multi-sensory experiences. Gardens now appeal to sound, touch, and fragrance, with choices that attract birds, release natural perfumes, or incorporate tactile surfaces like smooth stone and textured wood. What we are seeing in 2025 is a profound reimagining of gardens. They are no longer ornamental backdrops, but personal sanctuaries, lifestyle statements, and ecological contributions. They bring balance between calm and expression, tradition and innovation, natural simplicity and technological advancement. This moment in design history represents a turning point, where outdoor spaces are understood not just as environments, but as living experiences crafted for well-being, identity, and sustainability. As we move further into the conversation about 2025 garden design, it is impossible to separate the concept of outdoor landscapes from the architecture of the home itself. Gardens are no longer seen as additions after a house has been completed. They are integrated from the very first sketches on an architect's drawing board. This holistic approach creates harmony between building and environment, ensuring that every corner, window, and pathway interacts naturally with the green space outside. One of the strongest directions in design is the idea of the indoor-outdoor continuum. Homes are now planned with large sliding glass walls, folding partitions, or transparent corridors that make transitions seamless. From a living room, one can step directly onto a garden terrace without disruption. From a kitchen, herbs and vegetables are grown in a connected courtyard, making the process of cooking and harvesting fluid. Bedrooms often open to private garden enclaves, allowing mornings to begin with natural light and fresh air. The house becomes a living organism, breathing through its gardens, absorbing light and fragrance, and opening itself to the rhythm of the seasons. Architects are increasingly collaborating with landscape designers to create zones of experience. These zones serve different aspects of daily life. A family might have a tranquil meditation garden, a vibrant play space for children, an ecological garden with pollinator plants, and a social entertainment patio, all within the same property. Each space is unique in atmosphere, yet they connect through pathways, materials, and design language. The result is not just a collection of outdoor areas, but a carefully composed narrative that flows through the property. Technology is playing a major role in this integration. Smart irrigation systems ensure that water is distributed with precision, according to plant needs and weather data. Solar-powered shading structures can adjust automatically to block strong sun while allowing in gentle light. Outdoor lighting can be programmed to shift in mood, from bright and functional during gatherings to soft and intimate during quiet evenings. These innovations extend the usability of gardens, turning them into spaces that respond dynamically to human needs. The architecture of future gardens also reflects a shift in lifestyle priorities. More people are working from home, and this has influenced the creation of outdoor offices and creative studios. Imagine a garden pavilion equipped with connectivity, shaded by climbing plants, and surrounded by calming greenery. It becomes a space where productivity meets peace. Similarly, fitness enthusiasts are turning parts of their gardens into wellness studios, yoga decks, open-air gyms, or meditation zones surrounded by nature. The design of these spaces considers acoustics, sightlines, and privacy, ensuring that exercise or work feels both inspiring and restorative. The aesthetic language of gardens is also diversifying. While some prefer minimalist modernism, others are embracing eclectic mixes. A contemporary villa might feature a Zen-inspired water courtyard in the front and a tropical, resort-style pool garden in the back. Some urban homes integrate edible gardens that double as decorative landscapes, combining raised vegetable beds with flowering plants and herbs. The emphasis is no longer on adhering to one strict style, but on expressing individuality and responding to context. Cultural influences are shaping these designs as well. Mediterranean gardens inspire warm, sun-drenched courtyards with terracotta tiles and olive trees. Japanese design introduces balance, stone pathways, and carefully pruned trees. Scandinavian approaches emphasize simplicity, muted tones, and natural textures. Tropical designs highlight lush foliage and vibrant flowers. In 2025, global inspiration travels faster than ever, and homeowners are free to curate gardens that reflect personal identity as much as geographic location. Sustainability is deeply embedded in architectural integration. Rainwater harvesting systems are often incorporated into rooftops and connected to underground storage that feeds irrigation. Native and drought-resistant plants are selected not only for their beauty, but also for resilience and ecological contribution. Biodiversity corridors are designed into residential plots, allowing insects, birds, and small wildlife to thrive alongside human activity. Materials are chosen with an eye toward longevity and environmental impact. Recycled wood, locally sourced stone, and permeable paving that reduces water runoff. Another defining feature of 2025 garden architecture is multi-level design. With urban density increasing, rooftop gardens, balcony gardens, and tiered courtyards are becoming vital solutions. Green roofs cool buildings naturally, reduce energy use, and create additional leisure space. Vertical gardens climb up the facades of modern houses, blurring the line between structure and plant life. Staircases and terraces double as planting zones, weaving nature into every level of the home. The sensory aspect of garden design is also carefully considered. Architects and landscapers work together to ensure that views from key interior points frame nature beautifully. From a dining room, a window might perfectly capture a flowering tree. From a hallway, one might see a sculptural stone fountain. Sound is curated too, with water features, bird habitats, and wind chimes enhancing the auditory environment. Fragrance is layered, with plants like jasmine, lavender, or citrus trees placed strategically near seating areas, pathways, or entrances. Touch is not forgotten. Textured surfaces like smooth pebbles, rough wood, and cool stone create a tactile experience as people move through the space. The social dimension of gardens is transforming as well. Outdoor kitchens are no longer luxuries, they are central to entertaining. Equipped with pizza ovens, grills, sinks, and bar counters, they allow families to live outside as comfortably as inside. Fire pits and outdoor fireplaces extend the usability of gardens into cooler months, creating focal points for conversation. Seating is becoming more flexible, with modular outdoor furniture that can be reconfigured for intimate gatherings or large parties. The garden is a host, a stage, and a gathering place. Looking at the broader picture, these integrations are not limited to private residences. Urban planning is reflecting similar ideas. Shared community gardens are designed alongside housing complexes, blending architecture with collective green spaces. Rooftop farms on apartment buildings contribute fresh produce to residents while creating social hubs. Corporate campuses are building restorative landscapes to support employee well-being and creativity. These examples show that the 2025 vision of gardens is expansive, reaching beyond individual homes into the fabric of cities. Altogether, the integration of architecture and gardens in 2025 represents a revolution in how we understand space. It is about dissolving barriers between built form and nature, about crafting environments that nurture both body and mind, about embedding sustainability and beauty into daily life. This is a design philosophy that sees gardens not as background scenery, but as active participants in human experience. It is about balance, fluidity, and connection. Values that resonate deeply with the way we want to live in the present and the future. As we look toward the future of garden design beyond the year 2025, it becomes clear that trends are moving toward a deeper fusion of innovation, sustainability, and human-centered living. The garden of the future is not just an outdoor area for leisure, it becomes an ecosystem, a personal expression, and in many cases, a self-sustaining microenvironment that mirrors broader shifts in global culture. One of the defining directions is the rise of climate-adaptive landscapes. As weather patterns grow more unpredictable, gardens are being designed to withstand drought, flooding, and temperature extremes. Resilient plants, both native and hybrid species, are chosen for their ability to thrive with minimal human intervention. Drainage systems are carefully planned to prevent erosion or flooding. Shade structures and strategically planted trees are placed to mitigate heat, creating cooler microclimates around homes. The garden becomes a partner in resilience, not a fragile accessory. Another strong theme is food-producing landscapes. The separation between decorative and edible gardens is dissolving. In many modern designs, vegetables, herbs, and fruit trees are woven seamlessly into ornamental beds. Imagine a pathway lined with rosemary, lavender, and kale, leading to a pergola where grapevines climb above a dining area. Tomatoes, peppers, and lettuce grow side by side with marigolds and sunflowers. This fusion creates beauty while providing nutrition, promoting self-sufficiency, and reconnecting families with the rhythms of seasonal harvests. Technology will continue to elevate these spaces. Sensor-based gardening systems will monitor soil moisture, nutrient levels, and plant health in real time, sending updates to homeowners' devices. Automated irrigation and fertilization will ensure that plants receive exactly what they need, reducing waste and improving growth. Augmented reality tools may even allow designers and homeowners to visualize future plant growth before installation, creating a more precise planning process. The garden will become an intelligent system that learns, adapts, and evolves with its environment. Well-being will remain a central priority. Future gardens are designed not just to be seen, but to be experienced as sanctuaries for mental and physical health. Meditation zones, forest-inspired retreats, and fragrance gardens will be crafted with intention. Soundscapes will be enhanced with trickling water, rustling bamboo, and bird-attracting flora. Outdoor therapy gardens may become standard in residential design, drawing inspiration from hospital healing gardens that have proven psychological benefits. Homeowners will invest in these spaces as essential to their overall quality of life, rather than treating them as luxuries. Another dimension of garden innovation is artistic storytelling. More than ever, gardens are being used as canvases for narrative expression. Designers and homeowners are collaborating to embed symbolism into layouts. A winding pathway may represent a journey, a reflective pool may symbolize calm introspection, and a fire pit may embody warmth and community. Sculptures, murals, and even interactive light installations bring personality to these environments. Instead of following rigid style categories, gardens are becoming individualized works of living art, telling stories unique to the people who inhabit them. Sustainability will continue to push boundaries, extending into circular design principles. Materials used in garden construction will increasingly be recycled, upcycled, or renewable. Wooden furniture may be crafted from reclaimed timber. Paving stones may come from repurposed materials. Plant containers may be biodegradable or designed for long-term reuse. Composting systems will integrate into layouts, turning household waste into soil nutrients. Green walls and roofs will be designed to insulate buildings, purify air, and provide habitats for pollinators. The garden of the future will be an active contributor to ecological balance, not just a decorative surface. Social life is also being reshaped through outdoor spaces. With more people valuing gatherings in open air, gardens will continue to evolve as social theaters. Outdoor cinemas with retractable screens, amphitheater-style seating for community events, and flexible modular furniture will make gardens into multi-purpose venues. For families, these areas become playgrounds and party zones. For professionals, they can become open-air networking spaces. For communities, they transform into stages for culture and creativity. Urban environments in particular will see micro-garden innovations. With space constraints, rooftops, balconies, and even building facades will host flourishing greenery. Compact hydroponic systems and aeroponic towers will allow high-yield food production in small spaces. City dwellers will embrace container gardens that grow everything from herbs to dwarf fruit trees. Green corridors connecting multiple properties will help restore ecological continuity in dense neighborhoods, allowing pollinators and wildlife to thrive even in metropolitan areas. Looking further ahead, the integration of biophilic design will expand. This principle emphasizes humanity's innate connection to nature, ensuring that gardens are not just physical spaces, but emotional experiences. Homes will be designed to ensure that every window frames a natural scene, every pathway invites discovery, and every space reinforces a sense of connection with earth, water, and sky. The result is a lifestyle where nature is not an occasional visitor, but a constant companion. Global influence will continue to shape local gardens. Cultures will blend through design. Desert-inspired xeriscapes with sculptural cacti, tropical paradises with lush palms, and European-style courtyards with timeless stonework. Virtual platforms and international collaboration will allow ideas to cross continents in seconds, enabling homeowners everywhere to experiment with global aesthetics. The result will be a fusion of traditions, creating gardens that feel both local and universal. The future also brings a deeper sense of responsibility. and legacy. Garden design in 2025 and beyond is not just about serving the current homeowner, it is about creating spaces that will continue to thrive for future generations. A well-planned landscape can outlast architecture itself, evolving naturally as trees mature and ecosystems stabilize. Designers are encouraging clients to think long-term, planting species that will not only beautify today, but will enrich the environment decades from now. Gardens become living legacies, gifts of beauty and balance passed on to children and grandchildren. In this vision of the future, the garden is not merely an aesthetic accessory. It is a reflection of lifestyle, a contribution to the planet, a hub for social connection, and a sanctuary for personal renewal. It represents the intersection of art, science, and human spirit. Each design choice, from the placement of a stone to the selection of a tree, carries meaning and purpose. What emerges is a clear truth. The gardens of 2025 and beyond are not background scenery. They are essential stages of life, shaping how we live, how we connect, and how we find peace in an ever-changing world. They remind us that no matter how advanced technology becomes or how fast society moves, the roots of human happiness are deeply intertwined with the earth beneath our feet and the sky above our heads.